guys, welcome back to Jurassic Collectibles. We are super excited today to bring you the brand new Yutyrannus from Rebor. Now this is the first offering from a new company based in the UK, and they promise very scientifically accurate and detailed dinosaur figurines. So we're super excited to have this brand new figure on the channel. Now the Yutyrannus, or Y-Rex as it's called here, was first scientifically described in 2012, so it's a very recent find, but it's actually the largest known evidence of dinosaurs with feathers, and it's a genus of the Tyrannosaur. So that's really exciting to imagine tyrannosaurs covered in feathers. Now this model comes in 1/35th scale and comes in this beautiful matte black presentation box. It's very simple, it's very classy, and from the outset shows that we're going to get an anatomically accurate dinosaur just by showing the skeleton accurately placed inside the anatomy of the dinosaur. You can see the Rebor logo there down in the corner. And on the back we've got the same black matte packaging with the Rebor logo, and it tells us here that it's not suitable for under 3-year-olds because of small parts. So upon opening the box, you can see we've got this beautiful foam inlay and a little certificate that comes in its own baggie, and this has got some really nice information about the Yutyrannus, about where it was found, and some of the fossil information there with some nice images. And I really like the way this paper's been artificially weathered to make it look like an old piece of parchment. It's a really nice extra and something nice that sort of goes along with the scientific feel of this figurine. So without further ado, let's get this guy out of the packaging and take a closer look. So here is the rock base, and I'm already loving this figure. This is it on profile, and this is the base. They haven't compromised this beautiful sculpt by putting peg holes or indentations or anything that's really obvious. If you can see them, these are the foot holes. There's one here and there's one there. But my goodness, that's hard to spot, and I love that. They haven't compromised the artistry here, and they've given you this beautifully sculpted base that just looks like it's been cut out the side of a cliff. And here is the Yutyrannus figurine itself, and my goodness, this thing is absolutely astounding. I'd go so far as to say this is flawless. If you're used to Papo figurines and that level of detail, this is as good, maybe even better than the Papo offerings. And I've never said that about any other dinosaur figure on this channel. If you are a hardcore dinosaur collector, you seriously need to invest in this Yutyrannus. It is absolutely astounding. Okay, taking a closer look and starting off with this beautiful head sculpt. Just look at the detail crammed in there. I really am lost for words. This is a really staggering piece. Wow. I really like the reflective quality that they've given to the eye. It gives us this very sort of watery feel. I think they've even painted it gold. Absolutely staggering. Now I didn't know when I bought this whether the jaw would be articulated, but indeed it is, which is fantastic. And you can see that the interior of the mouth has been sculpted and painted, even the roof of the mouth. And as you know, if you subscribe to this channel, something we really value is the quality of the sculpt of the interior of the mouth, because quite often the dinosaurs will be roaring, and here the quality is flawless, absolutely flawless. They've even gone so far as to paint individual roots of flesh on the teeth. This is absolutely fantastic. Just a beautiful, beautiful sculpt. I love the slight contrast between the upper and lower jaw. It's not overly obvious, so it's something that sort of like, you know, takes you time to notice. And I love this splash of yellow and orange on the tip of the nose. You can see there the unique horns, which were in the fossils for the skull of the Yutyrannus. Taking a look at the other side, a very different sculpt on this side. If you look at this side, It's very asymmetrical, and that's a good thing because in nature things are asymmetrical. And you could even argue that this is like a different expression. I mean, I'm not sure how much facial muscles the Yutyrannus would have even had, but it does look like a different expression on this side. Unfortunately, we've got some paint flaws on this side. The roots of the teeth have been painted a little bit far down the teeth, so that's the first flaw that I've noticed on this figure. But apart from that, it's an absolutely fantastic interior of the mouth. You can see these beautiful feathers sculpted and going down the back. And just look at these lovely stripes coming in here, absolutely incredible. And this weathering that they've done, very much like the Papo figurines that we've seen up till now. Just a very, very nice contrast given to the sculpt by that sort of dark wash. Lovely sculpted veins or gathering flesh going on here, really, really nice. Lovely folds here as we join up with the arm. And just look at these fine feathers going down the arms. This is incredible. Really nicely sculpted fingers. And I love the contrast of colours on this inner arm on the other side. You can see it goes from yellow to dark brown to black. Just incredible. As we move down the torso, you can see the faint lines of the musculature of the ribs there. Lovely mixture of colours going on here. We've got brown, we got this very light sandy colour, we got this yellow, we got stripes going through. Just absolutely staggering. This has really made my day. It's made my month, made my year even. This is a fantastic figure, and if you're a dinosaur enthusiast, I highly recommend you pick this one up for Christmas. Wow. Really, really nicely sculpted toe claws, individually painted as well. I love this sort of gradient going from this dark brown to this sort of lighter grey. A lovely mixture of colours. And I love these grey feathers. I think a grey feather colour is very accurate because if you look at the modern ostrich, that's the sort of coloration we've got in the feathers of that bird. Really, really nicely sculpted tail. Lovely pose, very elegant, and then we've got this nice little tuft of feathers on the end. As we turn over, again, lovely feathers going all the way along here, lovely fine scale detail. Lovely contrast in the colours of the tail. It's a nice feeling of tension, skin pulled across here as the leg comes forward. You can see the clear definition of the musculature in this leg. This even feels like it's compressing. They've added a little bit more of the wash in behind the knee here, and that really does feel very naturalistic. Well done. And then as we move down here, there's a little bit of a seam line there. Very hard to notice, but it is there. And then you can see the lovely toe claws there. Really, really nice. As we move over to the ribs on this side, a bit more evident on this side, but that makes sense because the body's kind of leaning that way. And then you can see here lovely tension on this shoulder, skin being pulled taut. I love the way the feathers connect to the different areas, that's wonderful. And again, some lovely compression creases here, and then we join back up with that beautiful head sculpt. So just how big is this piece? So in terms of the length, you're looking at about 10.5 inches, which is about 26-27 centimeters long. And in terms of his height, you're looking at about 5 inches, which is about 13 centimeters. In terms of the base, you're looking at about 5 inches across, so again about 13 centimeters. And in terms of the height, just about an inch, about 3-4 centimeters. Size comparison time. Let's bring in the recently reviewed Takara T-Rex, and you can see here that he is dwarfed by this quite large figure from Rebor. Review for that one, link is down below if you want to go and check out the articulated T-Rex. And here we've got, for a little bit of a change, we've got a Pacific Rim Series 1 knife head, and you can see he's a very detailed figure, but next to this guy, it's no comparison, and that's a NECA figure. Once you have this guy on his base, he does look absolutely staggering. The only thing I would say is he can be a little bit unstable when you're putting him on the base at first, but once you find that sweet spot, he's pretty secure. Having said that, this is a piece that's meant to be on display. It's not meant to be moved around and posed so much. you know, you'd open the jaw and then replace it back on the stand. But wow, doesn't this thing look incredible? It speaks for itself. This is an absolutely fantastic piece. Now, the only thing I have to say is at the moment the price point is very high. This one is £33 at the moment. For a Papo figurine equivalent, you'd probably get it around the £20 mark. But you have to remember that this is the first offering from this company, so this is kind of like their first showpiece. And for that reason, it's definitely worth a pickup, guys. And please support this company because we want them to keep making figurines of this quality. I am so pleased that we managed to get this one on the channel. This has just really blown me away. I haven't seen anyone else produce a figure to this quality apart from maybe Sideshow, and then you're talking about a £300 price point. So I mean that hopefully that tells you that I am absolutely blown away by this figure. So what do you think, guys? Are you going to go and pick this one up? Definitely worth a pick up for Christmas if you can get hold of him. He's a beautiful piece. You will not regret buying him. I'd say it's worth saving up and getting one figure like this than many figures that are of less quality, just because you will be so chuffed with this one. And it really is a nice conversation piece. Okay guys, as usual, leave your comments down below, rate and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.